Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's been like a couple of months since I made a video now. I'm so sorry, but I hope this video will be a little fun one for you. I have some footage saved up from kind of November, December time, so I'm gonna show you how I made these little air dry clay trinket dishes and magnets and little incense holders, so give you some ideas for some air dry clay projects. Also, I'll be taking you along with me in kind of a little bit more of a vlog later on in the video, and I have a pretty massive announcement at the end of this video, so stay tuned. It's to do with this building right here. You might remember this is where my studio is, so hang around to the end of the video for the announcement. So let's get started with the tutorial section of this studio vlog. I'm using this air dry clay that I picked up just in a local shop nearby. It was pretty inexpensive and it worked pretty well for me. As you can see, your girl is still using a tin of shaving cream to roll out her clay. Yes, I still haven't bought a roller, but you know. So for this tutorial, I'm using these flower shaped cutters that I picked up in a local supermarket. This will actually be a pretty good way to show you, 3 different ways to use kind of the same cutters. So I'm cutting out pretty large flower shapes, and I'll be using the flower shapes to make incense holders, a trinket dish, and magnets. So to make the incense holder, it is so simple. You just roll up a little ball of clay like you see here, stick it down, and all I did to turn this into a cute little incense holder was grab a toothpick and punch in just a little hole. Really, really easy. Takes about 5 minutes to make, and once it's painted, it looks super cute. I also attempted to make an egg-shaped incense holder. It turned out pretty cute for a minute, but you'll see I kind of had a problem with that one later on. But if you want to try making an egg-shaped one for yourself, all I did was freehand, like a loose egg shape. I smoothed out the edges because obviously when you cut it with a knife, it's a bit rougher than when you do it with, a nice clean cutter. And then I made a simple circle shape, just cut that out and stuck that onto my loose egg shape. And it all comes together and starts to look more like an egg once you paint it. You could let it dry and leave it like that and turn it into a magnet, or you could punch a little hole and make it into an incense holder. And the final little project I'm going to show you is just how to simply take any shape and turn it into a trinket bowl. So as you can see, I've made a little flower here. You'll see later on that I left some of these flowers flat and turned them into magnets and incense holders, but to turn them into a little dish, I just simply put them into a small glass bowl and push it into the form of the bowl. I let it dry in the bowl completely so that, it retains this shape. These pieces took quite a few days to dry. It will depend on the type of clay you use and the environment that you're in. At the time that I made these, I'm in France, it's in the middle of winter, it's raining all the time, it's super humid, so these took quite a while to dry. But when they are dry, you can paint them. Painting them is definitely one of my favorite parts of this process. It's so relaxing. I love painting clay. It's so much fun. So I'm just going to rather show you how I painted these rather than me talking you through it, because you can clearly see what I'm doing. So I'll show you how I painted these and what colors I use, and I will check back in when it comes to varnishing them.
Standing over in a nightgown, you doing in the backseat? I always thought you were a front seat Cadillac, burning up the town with us. She said you're feeling alright, 'cause you look like him. I think I'm doing just fine, as far as I can tell. It's just so easy when everybody talks so carefully, and you're my melatonin daydream. Pretend you don't, but you know that they all want you. There's nothing else you really can do, and if you could, you wouldn't want to. Oh, I know.
So for the varnish, I wanted to try something different. So I picked up this matte varnish in my local craft store. I don't know how to pronounce the name of this, Van Blasvigic. I don't know. Anyway, so to apply the varnish, I just sort of squeezed it directly onto the piece and used a paintbrush to just, you know, spread it on there. And it was quite good. Compared to using resin, you know, you can't apply resin with a brush. It just destroys your paintbrushes. So I wanted to try out something easy that would just air dry, rather using resin, which you have to cure with a UV light. But as you'll see with my little egg, I kind of ran into some problems. So because this is a water-based varnish, once I put this onto my egg Posca pen's face, it smudged the paint, which was super annoying. So I ended up going back and doing the faces in resin. So here are some pictures of the final products. I didn't take any videos because it was Christmas and I forgot to take videos. But the incense holders and the little magnets turned out pretty cute. Hi guys, oh my god, it has been so long since I actually filmed anything or made a video or made a vlog, and I'm so sorry. But I'm gonna take you along with me today because I've got a few things that I need to do. I need to go to the bank. I'm outside the bank right now. I need to pick up a checkbook. And then I'm gonna go to the post office, or technically it's not the post office, it's like the distribution center or something. It was pretty tricky to find, but I'm trying to open a PO box because now that I'm shipping stuff from my shop in France, this year they've changed some sort of postal regulations, so now I have to do a customs form for every international order, which means the customs form has to have a return address. So I don't want to put my personal home address on the returns because, you know, as much as I like you guys, I don't want you to come knocking on my door. So I'm gonna open a PO box hopefully today. If I do open a PO box, I'll let you know, and I'll put it in my description box below if you want to send me a letter or a postcard. I'll have it open for that. That would be so cool. So yeah, I'll take you with me today. Let's see what happens.
Start your computations.
I think we're getting into a weird area here.
Maybe.
Start your computations.
It's our set.
So, time for the big announcement. Well, I'm turning this building into my very own French cafe. So this is pretty huge for me. As you can see, the downstairs of this building was being used as a garage, and upstairs, you'll remember, is my studio. So here are a few of the before clips. I'm gonna make a much more in-depth video about this next week, but here's a little teaser. So I've already started working on this, and I have a few friends helping me, but as you can see, it's a pretty big job. It's an absolute mess. So at present, the work that's been done is it's all been cleared out, and a lot of this stuff has been moved up into my studio. So my studio is a tip, but it's been cleaned out, it's been painted white, and I'm gonna tell you in next week's video my plans for this, what colors I'm gonna use and stuff. So if you want to see more about me transforming this garage into a cafe, stay tuned for next week's video. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope you liked it. If you did, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye!